Sup fams, welcome to my first ever hybrid review of Mulan, coming up right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Mulan, it is directed by Nikki Caro, and it stars Liu Yifei, or Liu Yifei. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. And it also stars Donnie Yen, Gong Li, Jet Li, Jason Scott Lee as Bori Khan, Yoson An, Zima, and Jimmy Wong. So Mulan is basically the story of a character named Hua Mulan, who basically lives in a village, and she basically wants to be a warrior, but her parents want her to be just a normal girl, so they find her a matchmaker or whatever just to suit her to be a normal girl. But Bori Khan wages war on China, and the emperor sends out his soldiers to every single village for one man of every family member to join the army. But unfortunately, on Mulan's family, her father is the only man in the family, so he tries to join the army, but he is too old and too weak, and I believe too sick, so she joins the army herself disguised as a man. And the story is, I do like the message though, is that basically she lies about being a man, but she's not being true to herself. So basically the message is, be true to yourself and love who you are, and yeah, and just express who you are, which is a nice little message. So when I've heard Mulan was being remade, I was kind of skeptical because I've heard they're gonna take out the songs, Mushu, and Shen. He's in the movie, but he doesn't play a huge role in it, so yeah. But once I saw the trailer, I was like, you know what? I can dig this. I'll give it a chance. So yes, I did spend $30 on this film, and I just saw it yesterday, so ooh, the movie's still fresh in mind. So yeah, I'll try to make this quick, even though that, yeah, the first half of this video will be spoiler free, and then the next half will be spoiler heavy. So if you guys haven't seen this movie, try to click to this very time spot right here that I have for you guys. Ooh, man. All right, let's get started. So for the spoiler free portion, let's just get on what I really liked. The cinematography is really good. I think it's actually a perfectly shot movie. It's gorgeous to look at. Even the colors look so vibrant. So I will be so mad if this film basically doesn't receive a nomination for an Oscar. The performances for the minor characters are pretty cool, like Donnie Yen, Gong Li, Jet Li. They all do pretty good. Well, Jet Li, ooh, I'll get to him in a minute. And Shen, even though Shen plays a typical love interest kind of guy, he does a decent job with it. The humor is pretty funny too. The score is pretty decent. I do love the score version of Reflections. The action, the martial arts, stuff like that is really good, especially near the end of the film where Bori Khan and Mulan fight is really freaking cool. And the pacing is really nice too. I actually like the pacing. Well, again, there's this one pacing issue that I have when I would get to the spoiler heavy portion. But yeah. That's all what I pretty much liked. Let's get on what I really just disliked in general. Mulan herself, her actress plays fine. The younger version of her I like her a bit more, and she shows more emotion than the grown-up version of her. I mean, she shows expression in the movie. It's just that most of the time she just kind of bland. And when she finally becomes strong or whatever, like she becomes not as interesting. She doesn't have a lot of struggles really in the movie. I mean, she struggles a bit in the beginning, but then once she finds her true self, she becomes this powerful person. I'm like, oh, okay. Alrighty then, it's whatever. Jet Li, I love him. He does the best he can, but you can tell he didn't want her to be there. He kind of half-asses his role a bit, but what can you do? But yeah, and also this film, in my opinion, should have been in theaters really, because I have a Vizio 55-inch QLED TV, 4K TV with Dolby Vision. I have Dolby Atmos surround sound, but I would have preferred seeing this movie in theaters because this film is shot beautifully well and so gorgeous that, man, I mean, I would have loved to see this in the big screen. But yeah, that is my spoiler-free portion. Now let's get on to the spoiler part. So are you guys ready? I'm gonna warn you guys. This is the spoiler part, so yeah, ready? Alrighty then. So the fight between Bori Khan and Mulan is phenomenal. Like, as a martial arts fan, I just love how the action and the build-up, how they're fighting on these stilts, stuff like that, and man, I just love that he tries to really go for it and stuff like that. And well, of course, he shoots an arrow at the Emperor, and then the Emperor catches it and she throws it to Mulan, and she throws it back to Borikhan and he catches it, but then you get a close-up that he didn't caught it on time, so it impaled him. So that's crazy. And also, I also like how this film is pretty violent too for a Disney film. It shows impalement and stuff like that is awesome. And the reason why Mulan became so powerful is because of this phoenix that gives her powers out of nowhere, which I understand is like a metaphor or whatever, but honestly, like it kind of made her a bit OP. But I mean, Oh yeah, so the pacing issue that I had with is that once she becomes pretty OP in the field, like this is a giant battle scene, she goes on her horse and then she sees like Borikhan's soldiers shooting fire boulders at her soldiers, and then she rides her horse, and I don't know, like the next scene, the very next shot or scene, she's already up there with them, and I'm like, wait, what happened? Did they cut like 3 or 5 minutes of it? Like, come on, man. So that took me out and a bit. And then she shot, it's in the scene, she shot that awesome scene where she shoots these 3 arrows at them, which is pretty badass. I love it. That's a big issue that I have with the film when it comes to the pacing, but aside from that, the movie's pretty decent. All right, now that the spoilers are done, now let's get on to what I think overall. Oh, before I get to that, is this film worth $30? It depends. My purpose here is not to tell you what to do with your money or how to spend your money, but if you really want to know, if you really are on a budget constraint, or if you really just don't feel like you want to spend the $30 on Mulan, don't. But if you really want to see Mulan like crazy and you don't mind spending the extra $30 like I I say go for it. Especially if you have a family, I'd say it's a good watch for the family. So yeah, that's it. If I rate this film, I'll just give it a nice 3 out of 5 stars. It's okay. Really, it's not that bad. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you share with your friends, baby. And make sure you guys hit that bell for notifications. So this is Javi from Highway Productions signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.